In this video, we are going to look at generalizing rules for sequences and patterns. So a sequence is just a set of numbers that follows a particular pattern, and they are closely related to functions and in and out tables. Okay, so you might have some instructions that look like this. Find the next three terms in the sequence. Write a function for the nth term. Okay, so there's a lot of vocab in here that we need to go over. So find the next three terms. A term in a sequence just means the individual parts of the set. So this would be a term, that's a term, that's a term, that's a term, and so forth. The sequence is then that set of numbers that is in the sequence. And then the function is the rule that you're using to go from one term to the next. And if you want to find the function for the nth term, you're basically finding the rule that can be applied to any number or any term that you would put forth. So instead of saying the next term in the sequence, you'd be like, for any term. And we'll show you how to do that here. So the first thing you need to do when you are finding the rule or the function, step one is to organize the terms in the sequence. So what you're going to do is you are going to number each term in the sequence and place them in an in-out table. Okay? All right, so here you have the 0. So that's the first term in the sequence. The 3, that's the second term in the sequence. So here is your table, and you can always just draw one on your own in your math journal. The first column, think of it as the input, output. You also have heard it referred to as your X and your Y. And in terms of sequences, the vocabulary you may have heard is your input is the term, and the output is the sequence value. So like the number that it is. Okay, so what would we do here? Well, we just would say we have the terms, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and then the nth, which I'll explain later. So what is the output of that sequence? So the first term is 0. The second term is 3. The third term is 6. The fourth term is 9. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to start annotating, which, yes, this is the same word that you use in your language and literature classes, where you are going to be writing on your table the things that you notice, any observations that you have, any patterns that you see that will help you determine the rule. So step 2, annotate. Okay, so you are going to write the changes or the patterns you notice between the sequence numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it out. Now, this sequence is fairly straightforward. You probably have already noticed the change of the pattern. To go from 0 to 3, you can see that it is plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So we know that it is, in essence, skip counting by threes, increasing at a constant rate. So it is the same growth for each and every term. So we can just continue that pattern. Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So if I have from 9 plus 3, I'm going to go to 12. 12 plus 3 is going to be 15. 15 plus 3 is going to be 18. So my rule is going to be plus 3. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky